Kristen. I'm 24. I go to Temple, and I'm here to play Stranded. I'd say I'm a moderate to like a light. Like I love Survivor. I've got lots of heart in it, but Homegirl is busy, so I'm not somebody who's watching every single episode the second that it drops. But I like keep up on the tea of what's going on in the seasons and stuff like that. So I played in Survivor Philly season three. Um, and I got eliminated third, I believe. And I love that cast, love that season. Um, but I did learn some stuff from it, and I like, especially watching it back, you can kind of see how I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here. Ah, and that's kind of like the what I was going in with, and I think that I learned that I like, especially watching the winner of that season, you could just see how they act as a little bit more reserved and not like putting all your cards out on the table. So that's definitely something that I'm gonna try this time. I was still like I wasn't on anyone's bad side. If you ask me, I was discriminated against, and they just didn't went up to voted me off because I was a plus size body, and they were like, "Oh," they said, "we got to keep the tribe strong," and I was like, "Oh," because there's that sort of thing, like stigma in Survivor and just in the world that plus size bodies are not as capable as other bodies. I think that I think that there's a lot more to me in that if I was given the chance to do that strategy, I definitely could have, and so that's why I'm really excited to get another chance. And so I think that's why I was voted out, but I'm definitely coming back to prove that that is not the case. So when I did Survivor Philly, I was fresh to Philadelphia. I was excited. I was like, I'm just gonna do stuff. I'm so excited. And now it's been a couple years. I've had a little bit of reality setting in, responsibilities and everything like that. And now I just wanted it to be like, okay, I'm settled now and I'm ready to find community. And I'm ready to like define myself and who I am as an individual. So I think that I've come back with a little bit more, I don't know, like a calm level head. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to find my people and show who I am. I think I'm trying to be like mentally I wanted to like start looking at like videos about like how to do some like the challenges, because there were some of the challenges that were in my Philly season, my Philly Survivor Philly season, that were like done on the show, and people were like, oh, I practiced that one, and I was like, now that's a major disadvantage. So if I could figure out like some of the more common games, or just like how to think about it, how to get in the mind of the game maker or something like that, I don't know, I think it would be kind of cool. I think I am a little nervous because it is like a couple granola bars and some water bottles, and I feel like when I get a little hungry, I'm gonna have to hide my persona. That's what my goal is, to like not show too many of my cards, and so I got to make sure not to let the hangry make it so that I accidentally show some of my cards. But I'm also excited because it's like when you let it be like 2 days like that, I feel like I'm gonna really allow myself to get immersed in it and like really like lock in, and so that's gonna be
Exactly.
really exciting. I think I want to be. If it's kind of hard because like on some hand it's like, do I lay low and like let the game go by me until, and then you like sneak up at the end, which is what a lot of good players do. I have watched a couple seasons, don't ask me the numbers because it's just the random ones that are on Netflix, but I have watched a couple of the seasons, and it's the quiet ones, um but also you can be a loud character. You can be Jam Jam. I That's one of the characters I remember. He was a very loud character, and he made it pretty stinking far. And so I'm like, but I think I'm gonna try to be more reserved and just make multiple like relationships, because as soon as you jam yourself in with one person, you're done. I saw a season like that too. Again, don't ask me their names because I don't remember. But they got coupled up and all cutesy, and next thing you know, everyone wants to split them up. Don't draw attention to yourself. Don't draw attention to yourself like that. Which, as you can see, I'm already a very expressive person, so I'm gonna have to tone this down. So that's what we're gonna work on for the next couple days, couple weeks, to kind of get under wraps. It's a good question. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stay quiet and see what they do, follow their lead. Because if they want to act like we don't know each other, I can be like, oh my gosh, hi, what's your name? And because I haven't decided if I'm going to tell everybody. I feel like they probably know that I did Survivor Philly, but like maybe not. Like you said, it's a big community, but it's also kind of a small community. And so I'm like, I don't know. That would definitely be throw a wrench in things, but I'm just gonna try to play it cool. We're gonna play it cool, okay? Will, we gotta relax. We gotta act like it's no big deal. At that point, I'm considering that group of people a wash. They've already decided they're gonna vote me out. I would go to the other like dividing team and be like, okay, who are we voting? Because whoever you want to vote with, I'll vote with. Because I know they're trying to get me and I can't trust them anymore. So I need somebody new. And whoever you guys want, if you need a body, I can be one of your bodies. That's what I would say. Okay, I got it. I had to think about it for a second, but I'm rocking with you, Will. So what I'm thinking is, when it's who I want to work with, is probably going to be this is it kind of defeats what we were talking about earlier, but the most athletic person, because that you need one person who's really tall. They don't even have to be athletic, they need to be tall, because you want long legs. Okay, so we want long legs to be able to run the races very quickly. I can do the puzzles, you run the races. So I'm going to try to get with the tallest person around. Next, who I'm not going to get with, the mean girl. We're not cool with that. I'm like one of those people, because at first I was like, I'd be cool with anybody, but that one person who's like, can I cuss?
Yeah, absolutely.
That one person who's being bitchy for no reason, we're not going to be with her. We're going to be with the cool kids, and we're not going to be with the mean girl. Or the mean girl who wants to be the cool kids. I like the weirdos, actually. So we're going to be with the weirdos and not the unnecessarily Regina Georges.
For Stranded, every season has a tagline, okay? And the tagline pretty much helps inform what the season's going to be about.
Mm-hmm.
So, season 1's tagline was nowhere to hide.
Okay.
So what that meant was, for season 1, we did a one world twist, meaning we were all in one yard, and we go, you want to know where your camps are? This is it. Both tribes are in the same camp. You can talk to whoever you want to talk to. You don't have to just talk to the tribe. It's one world. So yes, you're in two teams, but you could we had 16 for season 1. You guys can sit in a group of 16 and never move if you want. You guys get to create the rules of this new society that you're making.
That's fun.
So, and there was nowhere to hide in that. It was an open yard. There was nowhere where you could break off and hide. I'm sitting there and I saw that you talked to Susie 17 times.
Mm-hmm.
I know Christen and Susie are close because you can't. Another twist we did was the summit, which is our version of the journey that Survivor kind of does.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of every immunity challenge, one person from each tribe would go to the summit. They would sit down, I'd flip an hourglass. I say, in front of you is an advantage in this game. Both of you sitting here need to agree on who's getting this advantage.
Ooh.
Only one of you can get it. It has to be one of the two of you. If there's no agreement by the time this timer is up, you're both losing your vote.
Oh.
So nowhere to hide in that. You know, me and you, I say, I'll let Christen take it. You're like, yeah, I'm going to take it. I go back to camp. I now know you have something. I don't know what it is, but again, nowhere to hide. I know you have something.
Yeah.
Right? That's the nowhere to hide, right? So that was my long speech. Anyway, so the tagline for season 2, can you adapt amidst the chaos?
Okay.
So hearing that, just off the cuff, thoughts, feelings about that, knowing that this is what's informing the season.
So I think that you're going to try to keep us like on our toes, keep us on our toes, keep a lot of things happening. Bam, 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 bam. So I was like, first I need to ask production if I could bring in some earplugs, because I'm going to get overwhelmed. But I think I have to really work to keep a steady head and learn how to tune out the noise and focus on what's happening in front of me,
Gotcha, love that. So, speaking of adapting amidst the chaos, it starts right now. The game has started. So I have an offer for you.
Okay.
So listen up. So knowing that this game is going to be chaotic, I'm willing to give you information about season 2's twists and turns. However, in order to get that information, you will need to sacrifice your vote at the first tribal council you attend. So,
Okay.
Are you willing to give up your vote at the first tribal council year 10 for information about the game, or do you want to keep your vote and go into the game completely blind? You have a minute to think about it.
Okay.
Just talk out loud. Tell me what your thought process is.
Okay. So at first I'm like, okay, everybody has a vote. There's gonna be 12,000 of us sitting there at the first vote when your vote doesn't mean as much. Whoever the first person gets voted off is the first person gets voted off. I don't think, and it's very well. In my case, it was one vote that ended up deciding whether or not I got voted out or not. But I'm like, I'm willing to lose my one vote to win, because last time I was there to have fun. This time I'm there to freaking win. And so, yeah, I'm gonna take the information, please.
You're officially going to risk your vote.
Yes.
Wow. All right. So, lucky for you, Christen, this was just a test. There's no information. You're keeping your vote.
Okay.
We asked every single person this question. So whether you kept your vote or risked your vote, there's nothing up for grabs. However, this is also important because what this just showed, it showed you, it showed us, and it showed the viewers. How do you react making quick second decisions and snap judgments?
Mm-hmm.
And what does that mean for the game? And with that being said, will Christen survive being stranded? Only time will tell. Thank you.